That's crazy, bro.
It's a money grab.
That's why these Jakes, they're gonna be ashamed in the kingdom. That's a very shameful thing, man. To sell out.
Oh yeah.
And to the enemy.
Yeah.
You fucking people, man. You got no loyalty, man. That's like a bitch. That's what a female does, man. That's what a female does. Betrayal.
Of course, the scriptures first. But what's the movie? Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yeah.
Why do you think it was named after the scriptures?
And it was COINTELPRO, which was a federal Bureau of Investigation project. And they said if there would ever be a Black Messiah, it would be through them.
Yep.
That's why I always find it funny that IUIC pushes Black Messiah, but they still call on Jesus and Christ.
Yeah, bro.
You know?
And plus, how Shai said, what shall a man gain if he shall, give soul?
Yep.
You know?
You want to grab that? Mark 8:36, is it?
Yeah. Yep. This is the book of Mark. Excuse me. Mark 8. 36, and it says, I'll start at verse 35. For whosoever...
They talked all this shit about Great Millstone, but look at in the last days what's happening, y'all.
For real.
You talk all this shit about Great Millstone, snow dummies, conspiracy theories, bum lights, and look at what's happening with y'all.
Yep.
It's like y'all now are just full of lowlights.
Yep.
It's gone.
Yeah.
The music's gone. You know, it's like those shows behind.
Yeah.
You know, it seemed good, but you ain't know the band was beefing.
Right.
That's what Elazar said. He said he almost beat up Hassad. He said he would choke him and punch him. I said, yo, what is happening over there?
You're not supposed to put hands on the breast. That's off limits.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Keep going.
Mark 8:35. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it.
You're gonna lose your life, man. Cause we're in a time too. The woman act up. Why ain't you with me?
Yep.
We need to get a house.
Holidays and shit.
Date night. Family wondering why you ain't motherfucker right now.
Literally.
So man, F them, bro.
For real, literally.
These people have no idea what's going on, man. I see my neighbors, they're selling their house. You know, after years of marriage, they're divorcing. Now a new fucking fat white couple is gonna move in and do the same fucking thing.
Yep.
Cans, empty stained cans of SpaghettiOs, some fat little baby, and some nigga named Darrell's gonna fuck your pig at work. Sorry to say it like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
some nigga gonna push up on your heifer, and that's how it's gonna be.
it's fucking, it says where thieves break through and steal, bro.
That's why you gotta count the cost coming to the truth. You know, because you can have a family, a wife, children, brothers, brothers in the world, you know, and the Lord can take that from you. Because the Lord, if you want to come to the truth, you know, it's like, because it says, you don't choose me, I choose you.
Yep.
A lot of things don't count the cost on what the things that, you know, they're not ready to detach from, you know. Now, of course, it's easier said than done, but sometimes it gotta be done. And it's gonna feel bitter at first, but eventually that bitter turns into sweet, because ultimately the Lord gonna give that stuff back to you, you know.
The Lord took Ezekiel's wife and told him not to cry about it.
Bro, that's...
So if let's just say you're going through an issue, you know, let's say you need to think about what happened to Ezekiel.
Yeah.
And that shit, you know what I mean? It'll toughen you up, because you like, whatever you go through, you can't put that over a man of the Lord that already dealt with it. You know what I mean? Because that could be like offensive to that man that endured it. You know?
And it says, Mark 8:35.
Maybe we should have had an indoor ministry.
I looked in the weather.
I looked in the weather, but it didn't say it was going to be crazy. Let's just keep going. Let's get a couple percent.
Mark 8:35. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it.
Yeah, we're on a spiritual mission. You got brothers that are in cities or states they wasn't even born in. These fucking people don't know us, who we are, where we've been, where we come from, you know?
Or what it took for a brother to preach.
To even get there.
You know?
So now that we here, we got a job to do. We're in a time where the Lord will remind you of that position too.
Real, man.
Unlike these other guys who are not exhorting you or reminding you, but telling you your fucking demon coworker, as long as he calls on Jesus, he could be on a chariot with him.
Yeah, man, that's bullshit, bro. Back in Mark 8:36, here's the point. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
That's like Nate. You know,
Yeah.
they've gone global,
Yep.
but what did it cost?
Mm-hmm.
You know, what price? What price came with that, man?
Uh-huh.
Ultimately, it could be your salvation.
Yep.
That's a scary thing. You know, losing your life for $1,
Yeah, bro.
some box. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. And it says, verse 37, or what shall a man in exchange for his soul? Damn. Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation.
And then we're in the midst of an adult. These people are fucking wicked. Everybody. First 5, all these people evil, man. Ain't no guarantees from these people. That's what kingdom. You know, because here it is, we're living by the law, but these people ain't getting judged for breaking those laws.
Yep.
That's why they act the way they do.
Yeah.
Especially these fucking females.
That's right. And it says, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed. That's scary. When he cometh in the glory of his Father,
Yeah,
with the
imagine
holy angels.
Imagine trying to speak to Yahweh Shai and you receive the Judas purse. You know?
Uh-huh.
You receive the Judas purse, but here it is, Yahweh Shai is gonna save you.
Man. Back in Ezekiel 34,
Let's read that whole thing.
and let's see.
It might be a short camp, you know. You got it, bro.
Ezekiel 34 and verse 2, it says, woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves. Right, because you know you got a lot of jakes out here that missed the mark. They think that they're supposed to feed themselves, but you gotta feed the flock. How should sheep? And how do you feed the sheep? You warn the sheep about what's to happen, right? The prophecies, exhort them, comfort them, you know, through the spirit, right? But you got wicked Israelite leaders that do the opposite of that. They tell them lies, prophesy lies to them,
Lording over them.
Yeah, lording over them.
Give me some more chicken, nigga.
Yeah,
We seen that.
yeah, literally, we fucking witnessed that.
Then we
No?
found out Hassad was kicked out of Sakari for teaching all nations could be saved. So that little fucking light, bright Edomite been on that shit this whole time.
Yeah, bro.
And you niggas should have exposed him.
Yeah.
You were supposed to expose him. You were supposed to rebuke him. And you were supposed to warn us. You know?
And then too, bro, if you notice, it's always the same demon popping around.
Yeah.
King David, you know, people saying they're King David, you know, that all fucking heathens can be saved. You know, that's demon, you know?
And then these guys only rebuke each other if pop up and do this or do that. You're supposed to be the first one up.
Yep.
You know? So for us to hear about Alazar, which obviously we wouldn't want to happen, but for us to hear that Alazar and Hassad almost got into it, at least it should have been because you was going to beat his ass to beat the demon off him.
Right.
Because he was trying to bring in nations to be
Right.
saved.
Right.
That'd have been something. Like, damn, bro, you beat him up because he was trying to save Esau?
Did him how Nehemiah did Jake.
Yeah.
He grabbed their beard. Come on, man. And it reads,
It said, who shall stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? So these guys are showing a lot of things, be very telling to you who are listening.
and it reads, it says, woe be to the shepherds of Israel
Destruction.
that do feed themselves.
Yep.
Should not the shepherds feed the flocks?
Like when you go to Zariak's channel, all it is, every single video is Captain Tazariak this.
Yep.
Captain Tazariak that. All these guys have become is podcasters and gossipers. Oh, another sign they said is someone is to become social media famous,
Oh, wow. Look, that's what they're doing.
to become and fame, like
wow.
applying for the no jumper. You know,
Yeah.
he had those little fucking nigga locks. Y'all all
That's
look
crazy,
bad, bro. In 2025, all y'all leaders look bad, man.
Real.
You know?
And what's that saying that you told me that Jake said? It said
Not all skin. What?
no, not that. It said a man's mind like how he looks is because of, like based off his mind.
Yeah, a man's body is a mental perception of his brain.
Right. So like Alazar and these guys are here like wearing fitteds and shit, and you know, even though we're not carnal, we don't judge the outwardly, but it's like you are showing you like who you truly are.
You're showing you what's up here.
Exactly. Oh, and just like how Shai said, how it goes in the man's mouth and what comes out.
Yep.
So you saying these
Perverse,
false doctrine
yep.
and very perverse, you know, sayings, then you're defiled.
Fine.
Filthy, right?
This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter the flesh, in the lust of uncleanness and disbelievement, presumptuous are they, self-willed, they are not afraid to speak evil of dignities.
Yeah, so look at all these years, they was getting on our elders and apostles, equating themselves, claiming that the breakdowns was different, and now look at what happened at the end of them. And then years ago, the apostles was telling Hassan to get away from them.
Yep.
And come to find out, that nigga was the ringleader.
Yep.
That was the nigga that was in people's ears.
Yep.
Then we found out that little fucking, that effeminate divine D-spec, that nigga's Allegay's elder.
Oh.
So Shalak Mashapayim on divine prospect.
All the divine prospect.
I hate that nigga in his hoofy. For real, he wears that fucking little knitted yarn shit.
Yeah. Yep.
I really hate you niggas, man. I really do. It says hate evil. I really hate you wicked ass niggas, man. But I hate you enough to suffer it.
Right.
Meaning we're not gonna be carnal. You know, we're not gonna personally do anything, but we hate the evil that we're seeing, man.
It said exhort, reprove, rebuke with all long suffering and die.
See? And we do it for the elect. Then the brother said they disrespected the elders, that's why they're bugging out.
Right.
You know?
Back in Ezekiel 34 and verse 3.
We're in a time of death too. People dying, you know? It was sad, but even Alazar mentioned one of his men killed themselves.
Damn.
And remember Elder Pastor R, I think it was him. He said he had a dream that he was walking with Alazar's daughter and they were looking for Alazar, and then Alazar's men, they all went over and started following Elder Pastor Har. So if there's elect among them, they're gonna get out of that shit.
Yeah.
Okay? Because if you're of the elect, there ain't nothing that no one could stop you, man.
Yep.
Okay? You're gonna want to teach.